planning a trip to Colombia in 2026? In this MIM View Travel Guide, we break down how to safely enter and exit Colombia if political conditions change while you're visiting. In this Al Jazeera news clip, there are protests over U.S. threats against Colombia. There were large demonstrations and support for the Colombian president Petros. Because of these uncertainties, in the political environment, tourists should have an entrance and exit strategy.
Here in Plaza Bolivar, where thousands of people have gathered here to show their support for President Gustavo Petro, who has asked people to take to the streets to denounce U.S. imperialism, but also the violation of Latin America's sovereignty. Petro is very critical of U.S. policy in this part of the world. He's been very critical of the U.S. attacks on vessels allegedly carrying drugs in the Caribbean, and also the capture of President Nicolás Maduro. People here are carrying flags and banners. You can see one right there that says that the United States is the biggest threat against world peace.
Colombia continues to attract travelers with its vibrant culture, historic cities, Caribbean beaches, and affordable travel options. However, like many destinations, political demonstrations, strikes, or regional disruptions can arise with little notice. This video focuses on preparation, awareness, and smart exit planning, not fear. We'll walk you through the best airports for entry into Colombia, how to monitor real-time political and travel updates, which regions are best for flexible travel plans, primary and alternate exit routes by air and land, how to prepare an emergency departure plan before you arrive. You'll also learn practical tips just as travel documents accessible, choosing hotels near major transportation hubs, using international friendly airlines, and maintaining flexible flight options. This video is designed for tourists, digital nomads, cruise travelers, and first-time visitors who want to enjoy Colombia responsibly while staying prepared. Travel smart, stay informed, and always have a plan. Please subscribe to MIM View for real-world travel guidance, global travel alerts, and destination-based safety strategies. Welcome to MIM View Travel. Today we're covering Colombia 2026, a beautiful, vibrant destination, and how to enter safely and exit smartly if political conditions change while you're visiting. This is not a fear-based travel. This is prepared travel. Colombia offers culture, affordability, beaches, mountains, and historic cities. Millions visit each year safely. However, like many countries, political demonstrations or strikes can happen quickly, often centered around government buildings or major cities. Being informed gives you options. Your best entry point into Colombia is Bogota's El Dorado International Airport. Why? It's the largest airport, most international flights, has the best airline flexibility. Your secondary option is Medellin and Cartagena. Before arrival, carry proof of onward travel, keep digital and paper copies of documents, book lodging near transit routes, avoid arriving during announced strike periods. Where to stay? Choose neighborhoods with access to main roads, proximity to airports, and reliable transportation. Avoid booking deep rural stays unless conditions are stable. An exit strategy if conditions change. If protests or disruptions escalate, your primary exit is Bogotá, most evacuation capacity. Your secondary exits again is Medellin or Cartagena if localized unrest occurs. You do have a land exit, which will be your last resort in these events. It would be to Ecuador or to Panama. Only if borders are open and safe. Key tips: Monitor airline alerts. Avoid protest zones. Keep emergency cash. Leave early, not last minute. Now, my final advice is most trips to Colombia remain smooth and enjoyable. The goal is flexibility, not panic. If you plan smart, you travel confident. Subscribe to MIM View for real world travel guidance, global travel updates, and smart destination planning.